Sense of the pipeline going forward in the next 2 to 3 years?
We are working in two front lines. One is to prepare the pipelines. The other is to look at the overall program for support for the region. And also, in a couple of years down the road, we may look beyond this region. So we need to look at the overall development program of this region and also the countries individually. So we want to make our financing in infrastructure to serve the countries by the very high standard. As you see, infrastructure investment should be balanced, and you have to look at the relationship between different kind of investments, such as roads, railways, airports, seaports. That is why I do not simply look at the numbers. I look at the quality.
So in the next 2 to 3 years, where do you see the most projects going to?
Overall, I would say the lending size would be increasing, that's for sure. But the demand come mostly from the power, electric power, and transportation.
So far, the joint ventures have been with AIIB and the World Bank. Is that the way forward, or are you looking more to produce yourself at the AIIB?
I think you raised a very important question with regard to the cooperation and the coordination among the MDBs, multilateral development banks. You see, it's very much important for us to keep in mind that now that we are focusing on infrastructure investment, the projects in this sector are normally pretty large. It's easy for you to go over $500 million, $1 billion, even $2 or $3 billion. It is not probably appropriate for any bank from the perspective of risks to pull all the resources in one and the same project. So coordination with the World Bank, with AIIB, EBRD, and all those institutions is so important, not just for us, but also for the borrowers. So I would say as long as we go for infrastructure investments, co-financing should be one of the most important forms of cooperation. But of course, we also do projects on our own.
One Belt, One Road is all the buzz right now. What is the role of AIIB in One Belt, One Road?
As you know, both Belt and Road Program and AIIB are proposed by the Chinese leaders. These two initiatives are not identical. They are different things. AIIB is a multilateral development bank, and One Belt, One Road is a program inviting all the countries interested to participate. But certainly there's some relationship. Because of the membership of our bank, we have now 70 members from across the world. So many countries probably would be in the One Belt, One Road category. But I have to highlight one point. For any projects proposed to us, we must make sure that these project proposals would meet 3 basic standards. The project must be financially sustainable, and it must be environmentally friendly, and the project must be embraced by the people in those areas.
China has said that it is strictly economics. Is it?
I would say these are certainly economic initiatives, but I would like to say that this is for global and regional integration. And to my knowledge, the Chinese leaders' idea is to achieve win-win and to achieve peace and prosperity.
Now let's take a look at your membership. Currently you have 70 members, and you have said before that you're expecting that to increase. Give us a sense of how many you're expecting and what time frame you're looking at.
The bank is open and inclusive. According to the Articles of Agreement, membership is open to the World Bank's members and the members of the AIIB. We have now 70, and probably by the end of the year we may have 85. But what is most important is we are willing to work with all of the countries in this world.
And that includes the U.S. Are you in talks with Trump, for example, to ask if he is interested to be a member of AIIB?
You know, I returned from the meeting in Washington, and I met the U.S. officials. My efforts to communicate regularly with the government of the United States is to ensure that regardless of their membership, we can cooperate.
I want to take a look quickly on the Chinese economy. What are your thoughts? Are you comfortable with how China's economy is going?
The Chinese economy is slowing down a little bit. I think after decades of faster growth, for a big economy like this, restructuring would be more important than the speed. What is important is the quality of the growth. So I'm very much optimistic about the sustained growth of China. Yesterday, I attended quite a number of meetings, and the ASEAN countries believe as long as China's economy is sustained, they have no worries. This indicates ASEAN countries and China are really working together.
Jin Liqun